What's up, good people? It's your boy, Bro Troy, a.k.a. Mr. YM4C, but better known as Coach TJ, and welcome to the Bro Coach Show. This show is sponsored by Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Make sure to visit your local Papa Murphy's Pizza retail store near you and load up on fresh, made-to-order, gluten-free take and bake pizzas, desserts, and salads. Now, make sure to use that mobile app for faster and to earn additional savings. Now, for those who are new to the Bro Coach Show, the Bro Coach Show is a live talk show created to discuss, uncover, justify, and dismantle the issues that concern us most as brothers, as family, and as a community. And we like to give that to you raw, uncut, and real respectful. Now, our greatest desire is to embrace everyone in positive, popular conversation. So no, not in the business of bashing or belittling anyone, but we do believe in being comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations. Why? Because that's where understanding starts. So as Grandma would say, let's chew the meat and spit out the bone. Now, real quick, we need some housekeeping things. If you are on Facebook land, please like and share this post right now. Tell your mama's friends what's going on right here at the Bro Coach Show. And do that now, not now, fellas, but when? Right now. That's absolutely right, man. So be obedient. Now, if you are into Instagram, go to @BroCoachShow right now, @BroCoachShow. Like, share, and keep up with the courageous conversations that we're having right here on the Bro Coach Show. And last but not least, go to YM4C TV. That's us on Instagram. Go to YM4C Space TV right now. Like, share, and subscribe. So that way when we have these conversations, when they come out, you'll be in the know. So really quickly, man, the fellas are on the stage. We're going to have a dope conversations, but let's check in real quick. Fellas, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day.
Yeah.
You know, can't complain.
Yeah.
You know, good news is abounding.
Yeah,
you know, out here trying to make some kingdom moves.
That's it, man. Got to make some moves, bro. Bro, Kurt, what's good, man?
Same thing, man. I think it's everything's good, man. I'm happy to be doing another Bro Code episode. Got to work with the kids this morning.
Yes, sir.
You know how that is. So, yeah, man, everything's good, man.
That's our due diligence, man. You know, working in your purpose and working in your mission, man. You know, I got to go back to my grandfather. He said it feels good to do good. And that's facts, right? So, indeed, man, I'm curious, though, you know, as we get into this conversation, you know, we want to have some fun with some current topics. Now, last week, you know, we're all into sports. We're not going to get into the Giants and the Cowboys. You know, we talk about that all the time, man. But there was something that happened, Kurt, Bro Smith, with the Buccaneers. They were playing the Bears, man. Talk about that. What was that about?
Well, the GOAT, you know, Tom Brady, became the first NFL quarterback to throw 600 touchdowns. And he threw it to Mike Evans, who went into the fans and gave somebody the ball.
He did. In normal fashion, right? He got excited. He was in the moment.
Gave the guy the ball.
Adrenaline.
So that guy had a choice to make because people estimated this ball at close to $500,000.
Half a meal ticket.
$500,000 for a football. And he made a bargain and wound up getting a whole slew of different things. Got a Bitcoin, season passes, 2 season passes for this year, next year.
Yeah.
Signed jerseys, signed helmets.
Pair of cleats.
You know, but he didn't walk away with a ball that could have gotten him $500,000.
Ticket.
So the question is, you know, did he make a decent decision? I happen to think he made an okay decision. Because you got to think, he might not have walked out of that football stadium with that ball.
Yeah.
You know, everybody on the TV saw him.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous situation. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Give me the signed jersey. Let me go home safely. I'll be a social media star forever. You know, well, I'll say, man, I'll have my 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll be just fine.
Yeah. What you think, Kurt?
Ooh,
Did
man.
he make a good deal, man?
I'm struggling with this one. Because listen, let's just do the numbers for a minute. Numbers don't lie, right? So Tom is worth $270 million. I looked it up. His wife is worth another $400 million. Wow. They can afford, right? Whatever the number is. Yeah. I'm a fan too, man, but like, I don't know. I did the math on all those numbers on all them Bitcoins and all that. That was about 10,000. That's not enough. So I think Tom should a little more.
Yeah, fellas, I'll give my 2 cents to keep it moving. First and foremost, I agree with you, Jay. I never thought about it from the perspective of, man, this dude has to get out of the stadium with a briefcase with $500,000, and that this ball is not just valuable to him, but everybody that saw him get it. So one thing that we talk about is leverage, though. So I believe, though, just based on my mindset, he could have leveraged that ball a little bit
he
better.
Held on to make him sweat.
Yeah, make him sweat. If nothing else, I know we talked about it earlier. I would have had a face-to-face with Tom after the game, like off top.
Well,
like, you want this ball back? Guess what?
So,
I'm gonna
so
see you in the locker room.
How about this? Tom, put him in some of your commercials on your brand.
Yeah.
You got a brand. Do some kind of partnership to get him paid still. You
Yeah.
can make it work. It ain't got to be about the ball. But put me in something.
Hey, man, put me in, coach. I promise you I'd have been on the sidelines a whole lot more than some jerseys.
Nah.
I appreciate that. And a Bitcoin, which, again, potentially could be worth, $1.50, 150, but it's nowhere near $600 million, based on the numbers I heard you just say.
Not
But
7,500,000. Not,
maybe $500,000 ticket? Yeah. Well, no. But I agree. But fellas, we always talk about collective greatness. We know greatness comes by way of a collective effort. Tonight's no different, man. We got the big homie, right? Tonight's guest believes that money is green, but its power is black. I don't know this to be true. That is good stuff.
You gotta say that again.
I need to coin that one, right? I need to coin that one. T-shirt time.
Yeah,
T-shirt time right there, man. Y'all heard it right here in the Bro Code Show. We all we got. With that being said, man, I don't know this one to be true, but I would have to believe his favorite song is "Say It Loud." I'm black and I'm proud. He's a resident.
Godfather.
That's it, baby.
Godfather.
He's a resident of Raleigh, North Carolina, by way of Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome to the show, the Black Dollar Corporation CEO himself, Mr. Johnny Hackett Jr.
Good,
Johnny, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man?
Chilling.
Chilling.
Good.
Double
Blessed,
cup,
man. Yeah,
double cup chilling.
Yeah, man. Blessed. Long day of some good work, man. So feeling good.
Yeah, man. Well, Johnny, we asked this question to everybody. It's kind of like the question, man. But we're gonna start it off like this, man. Who is Johnny Hackett Jr. at the core?
Man, at the core, I think I'm just somebody trying to pave a way, for a demographic of business owners to do their thing.
Yeah.
So, everything I do, everything I'm about is about opening doors and uplifting other entrepreneurs, folks that I can identify with from my own struggles.
Yeah.
So, at the core, that's all I'm trying to do, man. And at the same time, build a legacy for myself, my family, and other my teammates' families.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
It's powerful, brother. We use that word all the time, man. Legacy. What's your thumbprint on earth? So I could dig that. Well, Bro Smith, let's chew the meat and spit out the bone.
Yeah. So I am real excited. Today we get the chance to talk about money and the power that black dollar has, and why black wealth matters. And we're at the one and only Black Friday market.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the address, 23
West Hackett Street,
Boom.
Downtown Raleigh. Yes, sir.
Thank you. And so we're going to chop it up about how we as a people are spending our hard-earned cash. In 2020, African-American economy, African-American clout energized the U.S. consumer market like never before. Buying power rose to $1.6 trillion.
Right.
That's 9% of the nation's buying power. That's enough to fuel whole countries.
Right, and it was big before that.
Yeah.
We've been number one for a while.
But the challenge of all that is our money doesn't circulate within our community very long. So pop quiz, do you know how long the black dollar stays in the black community?
Hey.
It's like one exchange, something like that. It ain't a lot.
6 hours.
Yeah,
Whoa.
6
hours.
exchange, real quick.
Talking
6 hours.
1 a.m. money gone.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now you compare that to other communities. Asian community, it stays in there for 28 days.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
White community, 17 days. Jewish community, it was like 20 days for the Jewish community. That means for every dollar we spend, only 2 cents stays.
Yep.
Now that 2 cents, with the amount of people, we're at 14 trillion people, 14 million people in the U.S. at least. That's $26 billion that we still have at our disposal. And if we're ever going to shrink this racial wealth gap, we have to use the black dollar as a tool. And not just a means to an end, and change the relationship that we have with money and how we support each other. It all really starts with financial literacy and educating ourselves, but it has to get better with every investment and us thinking more critically about how and why we are spending our money and where.
Oh yeah.
And so I am energized to get to talk to Mr. Black Friday himself, owner operator of such a grand establishment. You know, where I got this lovely shirt.
I like that too.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
That's a little bougie.
I got my
It spoke to me when I got it. But I really want to know more about this lovely place that we're in right now, and where you got the vision for the Black Friday market, and what's your ultimate goal as to what you want to do with this enterprise.
Right, most definitely. So we started with Black Dollar NC, hashtag Black Dollar NC, which is the Black-owned business directory. And, you know, we launched February 2019 when we launched that, and it's just an online directory for Black-owned businesses. You can go there, you can upload your business for free, put some information, you know, flyers, a couple images, contact information, different things like that. We don't sell anything on the platform. It's just literally a Rolodex. Where you can find them and then engage with them on their platform. But we launched that in February 2019, and the directory grew. Good friend of mine, or my sister, I should say, Keisha Sanders, introduced me to our at-large city councilwoman, Nicole Stewart, back in maybe 2018. She spoke for us at an MLK breakfast. We do an MLK breakfast every year, feed about 300 people in the community right here in downtown Raleigh. Nicole came and spoke for us. Me and her developed a relationship after that. I went to her event, she came to my event. We did a launch party for Black Dollar, the directory, in June 2019. And Nicole pulled up, coming in town on family vacation. She pulled up on us at the spot where we was having the event, whole family in the car, just to get out the car, come inside and, you know what I'm saying, talk to us for a little bit and take some pictures and figure out if we needed anything. But what she did was she brought Veronica Creech, who was the newly incoming manager for the City of Raleigh's Office of Economic Development and Innovation. And so we're having a conversation at that time, and and again, this is June 2019. The directory been going about 5 or 6 months. We got about 300 businesses. You know, but Veronica, she's interested in what we're doing because, you know, as in her newly role with the city, that office is responsible for the support of small business owners in the city of Raleigh. But it was a very small office, and this was years ago before her arrival. So she's learning things as she's taking over. But she was figuring out how they were supporting small businesses with 3-4 people in the office. And what they had did years prior were they took the city of Raleigh and they divided it into districts similar to a city council district. And they said, hey, we're gonna fund, this office is going to fund and support organizations that are supporting business owners in these areas. So Downtown Raleigh Alliance, you've heard of. That's one of those alliances. Shop Local Raleigh, Hillsborough Street, Glenwood South, 5 Points, right? These are those areas physically where businesses are located in the city of Raleigh. They're supporting those organizations through funding, through information, through access, whatever, right? And then in turn, they are supporting those business owners in those areas, and the city can put their name on it. Well, all three of us are having this discussion, and Veronica says, you know I'm only a month in, but it looks like they forgot online businesses. Wow. And most black businesses are what? Probably online, right? And our directory at that point, like I say, had about 300 businesses. We got more businesses in our new directory than any of those alliances in total. So we, in turn, look very attractive at that point, and we're doing some good things, not only for black-owned businesses, but again, for people who are online. So that relationship matured very well, very fast. The rest of 2019, 2020, we were recognized as an official partner with the city of Raleigh, as that official black-owned business directory. But it didn't, COVID happened, and what were supposed to be monthly meetings with the city turned into 3 times a week meetings with the city, all of 2020. So when I tell y'all I haven't slept in like 2 years, like I'm dead ass. Like, so, because no one knew what to do, you know what I'm saying? And we were trying, it was good getting that perspective of things from the city at that table, because sometimes we're left out, and so we always feel like, well, damn, they're not doing anything for us, or they're forgetting about us. But being there, and I feel like it's our job to shout this out, because before it was trendy, you know what I'm saying? They had us at the table. You know what I'm saying? And they were trying to figure it out. We didn't have the right answers. We didn't know what to do. Information was everywhere, but we put a lot of work in 2020 with folks like, those groups that I had mentioned and the city. And, fast forward a whole year of good work, raising money and face mask programs and donations and coming up with live streams to help entrepreneurs sell products. Towards the end of the year, our partners, DRA, and along with the city, they said, hey, man, all this is after the riots, after COVID, people done shut down business, spaces is torn down. And they said, hey, man, what would you think about opening a temporary pop-up shop for the holiday season, maybe a couple months? Because, the second half, end of 2019 and then 2020 at the start and the second half of 2020, our partnership with Black Flea Market, we've always done these bi-weekly market events. So we go to Loading Dock, we go to HQ, we go to Union Station, we block the street, and we do these flea market events where, again, we're just giving business owners an opportunity to earn revenue and to sell their products. So they knew we had a flair for that, and it was like, yo, what do you think about doing this temporary pop-up thing? And I'm like, well, easy. I mean, that ain't nothing. Like, what do you mean? At this point, the director was approaching, close to 1,000 business owners at that time. The Black Flea Market is doing well, the markets. So we got linked up with Empire Properties. They were already a fan of Black Dollar. And it's crazy because the directory, consumers use it and that picks up a lot. But I've had so many business owners call me, yo, NC State just reached out to me, found me on the directory. They got a party coming up. They want me to do gift bags or DRA or city or a lot of organizations, Thread Capital, you know what I'm saying, NC Rule Center. They're these organizations that I've had the pleasure of networking with use that directory when they're ready to go help somebody or looking for people to do business with. Maybe they got something going on. They're going to hire a new team to come in and do something. So they DRA just did business with Intermittent Cleaning Service from the directory, right? You know what I'm saying? Give them a whole contract to the building. So Empire was already a fan. They had already used the directory. They said, look, man, I know you said we talked about temporary, but if we put you in this spot, because they gave me a couple different choices. It was like 6 addresses. We on a scavenger hunt. They're like, yo, just pick which one. And so obviously we're going to get this one. The corner spot, downtown Raleigh, Salisbury and Hargate. And he like, man, if you're going to go here, we need you to be permanent. That temporary, you can kill that because we need somebody here, right? Okay. So we were able to work together on a lease that was comfortable for both sides to do something temporary, and then if it worked, if they liked it, if we ain't burned the place down, if we made money, everybody happy, we can let it roll into a multi-year thing, man, and that's what happened, man.
And now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here. So
well, we don't want to dig too much into the conversation just yet, Johnny. I think all of that is great, and I want to talk more about that directory, but we want to keep it light, brother. So I'm just curious, man, what is the double cup style for making a proper peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly? Well, you got to use a knife for the peanut butter. You can do a spoon for the jelly, but you can't, if you choose one or the other, you can't double dip. I can tell you that right now. So this is before we even get to the bread. Like this is just how you deal with the peanut butter and the jelly piece. No double dipping. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, she gonna get you if you got jelly in her peanut butter. You know what I'm saying?
That's that green deal.
You can't do that, man. So you gotta choose your utensils wisely and go ahead and get that straight, man. And then I like to put it in the toast just slightly.
My man.
You know what I'm saying? Put the bread in the toaster just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get that crisp in it, that crust, that crunch. And then you go ahead and make your sandwich, man. Do your thing. Okay. Some people put butter on there first. Get the butter on there.
So. Y'all still eat peanut butter?
I do.
If you toast the butter, if you put it in the toaster and then put your butter down there and then do your peanut butter and jelly.
That's interesting. That's a fat boy moment. I might have to try that.
Look, I'm from South Carolina, man. We eat, man.
Yes, sir.
We eat,
Let's try that.
So look, the food down there is the best.
That's one of them late night snacks, Kurt. Yes, sir. I want something sweet too. Yeah. Don't have a cup of milk. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Promise you. That's one of them ones that I don't mind eating the butter the bread. Like I enjoy the butter the bread with peanut butter and jelly.
You don't eat the whole thing on there.
Yes, sir. Don't let it be potato bread. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna hurt somebody. What you got, Kurt?
Listen, so I don't want to brush over something you mentioned.
Yeah.
You said that the city of Raleigh was proactive.
Yeah,
Right?
they were,
Because
and they were.
Behind the scenes, we always think they're not working with people.
I was one of them.
Right.
I was one of those people, man, that thought the same thing maybe some years ago with maybe my first or second venture. I've spoken a lot about Trayvon Martin and the influence he made on my life at that time. So, I was, real critical of a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that the city of Raleigh is perfect. I don't think they are. We've had some really, they brought us to the table, and I can tell y'all right now, we've had some real candid conversations, and we've given them some real perspective from, our side of things. We've had some very touchy conversations. So things are not perfect, but yes, I do believe that it is on us to speak up and say, nah, you know what? We've been working with them. Now, I can tell you stories about people who are unsincere or who are just trying to do something to appropriate the black-owned businesses or the black crowd or whatever you want to call it. They just trying to do it for the moment. I can tell you stories about them, but the city, that's not them. You know what I'm saying? I have to say that. And that was a 180 view for me in being brought to the table. And like I said, I feel like it's our job. We need to, the same way we'll call them out for the other side, we need to call them out for the real. I would want somebody to do me like that. You know what I'm saying? So they before it was trendy, the city had us at the table, man. So I will say that. Shout out to City of Raleigh and Veronica. You know what I'm saying? So
we talk about that table, man. I heard that's good too, man. Thank you for sharing that. He said if they don't invite you, bring a chair. I say just make your own.
Well, my man Danya Perry say
Shout out to Perry.
Danya Perry, who is a good brother.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mention him later in another something, but. Danya Perry is a ranking member with the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce. Brother from LA was in gang work and then came out here and doing his thing. And he says his motto is if you ain't at the table, you on the menu.
You on the menu. That's absolutely right.
That's what he say.
This is a good one right here, man. For those who are just checking into the Bro Code Show, we're chopping it up with Mr. Black Dollar CEO, Johnny Hackett Jr., live at the Black Friday market. We've talked about a few things. We talked about accountability. We've talked about trust. We talked about being at the table, why it's so important. But tonight's show is all about the black dollar, how we make it powerful, how we can continue, though its color is green, make its power black. Hashtag Bro Code Show.
Get the trademark lawyer on the phone.
Hey, man, call him right now. Right now, baby. Right now.
Look, yo.
That's a t-shirt waiting to happen. You already know. What you got, Rosemary?
Well, I want to go back to that Black Dollar website. On their website, you shared the thought that there's a difference between philanthropy and investment.
Yes.
I'm hoping you can explain a little bit more about what you meant by that.
I can, and it's crazy because I'm going tomorrow, which we'll talk about later. I'm gonna be touching on that, but in a nutshell, and I can't take credit for this because this is from my uncle, who is from Sierra Leone, and he has seen struggle. So whatever struggle we feel like we've seen here in the States, and don't get me wrong, I know a lot of systematic struggle and all. Over there, they done seen struggle. My uncle done seen some struggle. And I was preparing for something one day, and he helped me get my messaging right, and he hit me with that philanthropy versus investment. And when certain social things happen that affect the black community, we will always hear folks say, oh, well, we got to invest more in the African-American community and their health and their mental wellness and this and that, or jobs or whatever. And they use this word invest, but from where I'm from, when people use that word invest, it means something different. You know what I'm saying? Now, philanthropy, and this is what my uncle was getting at me with, invest means putting up your money, being attached to something, right? Helping to build it up so you can get a return on your investment, make money. That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be okay. We should put that on, if for folks who are not African American, and you say you want to invest in us, be sure you know what you're talking about. And that's okay. If you in the food industry and you see you got bread, and you see a brother with a food truck, you might want to invest in him to take him to 5 food trucks or a restaurant. But you're going to invest time to make sure his product's up to speed. You're not going you're going to make sure his website right, his marketing right, his food packaging is good, everything is ready to get him to that next stage. My point is you can't walk away from it. My uncle's point. Philanthropy, I can give you that $20 and walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not invested in it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting nothing back from it. Or I can put Black Lives Matter as a banner on my website, but I can walk away from that. Or I can put the post out, or I can put the sign in my window, in my storefront, Black Lives Matter, today, tomorrow, always. Philanthropy is not bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not, it's not nothing bad about philanthropy. We just need to recognize what it is. You can do that and walk away from this real quick. Folks like us, bruhs like us, because our skin don't change, we ain't walking away from nothing. We can't walk away from it, even if you wanted to. You invested. You know what I'm saying? So that is what that meant with that philanthropy versus investment. I'll talk about that tomorrow and give even more details and ask even more challenging questions. But I think we have to be honest about what those two things are and the differences between both of those things.
Now you keep teasing tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow?
Innovate Raleigh Summit tomorrow. It'll probably be past by the time y'all see this, so come to Black Friday weekend. But anyway, if you're watching the live, what a live kept. If you're watching the live, Innovate Raleigh Summit 2021 tomorrow, the 10th anniversary. I've humbly accepted an opportunity to keynote speak that, and I mean, anybody that knows me that's come to stuff, y'all know I'm bringing everybody with me. I'm bringing all of what we're doing with me. So we kick in the door together. So it's going to be a treat. So definitely come to that tomorrow.
Another light moment, man. I appreciate that too. Before we talk a little bit more about what's next for the Black Friday market and things that are coming up, keep it light, brother. So I'm just curious, man. If you could audition for a talent TV show, what song would you pick and why?
So we do the first Fridays here. So I have a code name. My code name is Juan Luis. I'm the lead singer for the band Mood Swing. Every now and then, if you come in here for Dominique, don't shake your head over there. I'm gonna say the song is the Thong Song by Cisco. That's my song.
Okay,
and
why that one?
I like the song, man. It was when I was younger, man. That song used to come up. We used to run around school just singing that. Man. I don't know why.
Classic.
It's just a classic song.
It is.
Some of y'all might be too young to even know who Cisco is.
Drew Hill.
Look it up. Like, to keep it real.
You might want to look Drew Hill up though.
For real, man. But sure. I like Drew Hill, man. Beauty. I might sing Beauty.
Man.
That's my joint.
I might sing Beauty by Drew Hill. I might try to sing something like that.
What was the one Cisco? Incomplete.
That
was that heat, right?
Man, look.
In your car.
All of it.
I mean, crank it too.
Look, these are classics we talking
classics. That's right. That's right. That's what's up, man. So if you're just checking in, we're talking the Black Dollar CEO himself, Mr. Johnny Hackett Jr. We're right here live at the Black Friday market. We've talked about a lot, man, but we can't forget to pay the bills, bro.
Gotta pay the bills.
You gotta pay the bills. We over here chopping it up. We ain't pay the bills. Hey, man, shout out to Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Thank you for sponsoring the Bro Code Show. Please go to the retail stores that are all around Raleigh. We got Oberlin Road. Look it up. We'll make sure we put it out there. But check out Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza right here on the Bro.
If y'all watching now, go ahead and send one. We will pay you.
I promise you. You know what? That's a good one.
Pepperoni.
The next time that we do a show, we just talked about that. We're gonna have that with us. We can eat it right on the break.
Yes, sir.
Bro Kurt, what you got, man?
So, man, the future for the Black Dollar, it's bright. But let's talk a little bit about history.
Yeah.
I believe that we've seen, and if you haven't seen it, but in history we saw it in 1905. O.W. Gurley moved from Alabama to Oklahoma and bought 35 blocks of real estate and only sold to black people and built something, right?
Yes.
And so the motto or the blueprint, not only with other cultures, because they're doing it too.
Right.
It's there for us. And I don't think we could see it. We didn't see history enough. And school didn't teach us this.
Yeah.
But that model for collective support for the culture is right there. So really want to know how much maybe something like that went into where you are in what you're doing?
All of it does, man. Everybody. Any story like that, any instance like that, man, all we're doing is following the footsteps from people that paved the way before us. And after us, when I'm gone, bros like him, all these young cats behind us, my family, they're going to pick the mantle up and keep it going. All of that stuff influenced me, man. All the civil rights leaders I might have learned about, business owners that I'm learning about now, those in history and those in the present right now. There's some good brothers in this city, y'all, other people that are doing good things that I'm trying to, iron sharpens iron. We say that all the time, right, man? So you see people doing their thing and you're just trying to keep up at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? And I wish it was like 4 or 5 of me to be able to get to everybody like I want to and different things like that. But all we trying to do, man, is rep like the ones that came before us would have wanted us to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And make them proud in some ways. So, yeah, stories like that in Tulsa, we got even closer with Durham. They just talked about some things in Raleigh as far as the Black Main Street in Raleigh. I don't think you're going to find a bigger or better example than Tulsa, just because of the magnitude of what they did. I have a picture in my house of those brothers, man, all those business owners. And you talk about those 4 key things, right, to build a community. What is it? A hospital, a grocery store, a school, and a bank, right? They had multiple of that and some. And so when you talk about that circulation of the black dollar, if we have things like those in place, that'll stay in our community a lot longer. Right. But those things were taken from us. So that's why that dollar, some of it ain't our fault because, you got to go to a grocery store.
Since it's not our fault, let's talk about responsibility.
Yeah.
Because I've been in your establishment several times.
Right.
I've walked by as many more times.
Right.
And I don't just see black people in here.
Yeah.
I see a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
So can we talk to the responsibility of not just black people to support, but the other cultures?
Right. Yeah. I think the responsibility across the board again. I think it's the responsibility of the Raleigh community, the folks who are residents of Raleigh, not African Americans, to support what we're doing here and these business owners here, and to support other things that are key to them as well. But we talk about a collective thing, and you talk about that revenue generating. We all know what the key to life is, and that green dollar, right? So we all have a responsibility to support each other. Same way we want them to come here is the same way I go to Raleigh Raw to get coffee. They're not a black-owned business, but they're my neighbors. They're local to Raleigh, right? So we support them. So it's twofold. But the responsibility is on us as African Americans too. You know what I'm saying? We have probably more of a responsibility than others to support this. When you talk about that dollar leaving your community. And one of the things I preach to the team here, and it's crazy, but it's always customer service. Why? Because black people will stop supporting us if they get bad service here. If I'm having a bad day and I may not speak to a customer that comes in and they black person, we keeping it real here. I feel like I can keep it real here.
Please do.
Right? They come in here, they gon' not want to come back because they felt like they got bad customer service and they gonna trash me or whatever. Meanwhile, Chick-fil-A mess your order up, you going right back there tomorrow.
My pleasure. Yeah.
We're very critical on each other, man. We're more critical on each other than any other race could ever be critical of us. You know what I'm saying? And I have hope. I feel like it's gotten better, but we're not where we need to be yet. And there's still some growing that we have to do with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that we keep that dollar circulating. You know what I'm saying? Like you talked about. So, yeah.
As a culture, we call our teams #squad. The
squad. That's
squad.
Squad up.
all the time, man. #squad, man.
Yeah, and the squad that you have around the Black Friday market. How did you guys and gals come together?
Yeah, so man, it's a lot of people too, boy. It's so many, but I stick with the top 4. We got Kayla, Jasmine, Jay, Dominique. I gotta say Campbell. He might go crazy. Eaton. That's our core staff right there. We have a leader that runs our directory, president. That's Timothy Eaton. Kappa, by the way. I don't know if any Kappa's out there, but. And then Jasmine Bullock is the president of Black Friday Market. And so they kind of have their thing. And Jasmine is the Black Flea Market. She was running Black Flea Market. She has a flair for that. And we needed a leader for the store, and she's one of the best people that we could even think of to put in charge of the store. That's how she came about. But we connected in 2019 towards the end, just on seeing what they were doing and uplifting them as Black Flea Market. And that was Jay, Jasmine and Jay, that was with that group. So we thought about doing markets, but again, just trying to do it the right way. Why we gonna recreate the wheel? We can just uplift them. Let's work together. If you think you can accomplish our goals by yourself, then we ain't got the same goals, because it's gonna take all of us. So once we seen what they were doing, we uplifted them and put them in the spotlight. They got more followers than us and more shit like so. But that's what it's about. That's what it's supposed to be. So that's how we connected with them. They worked, Jasmine, Jay worked very hard, dedicated. Kayla been with me the longest since early 2019 when we first launched. That's the COO. She like my right hand. She makes sure she gets stuff done. And she's learning right now how to become a better COO, which is cool because there's a lot of growth dynamics that we go through as a team as well. And then Dominique over there chilling. Kayla, introduced me to Dominique, and Dominique is she's just a real dope artist, man. She does a lot of logos in Raleigh. We go around just like the water. I didn't even know that's her. She just tell me that, I designed that logo. I'm like, all right, I must have missed this one.
Yeah.
Smacking plates. Y'all ever ate smacking plates? Smacking plates food truck.
Let's start here though, man. We actually rocking this right now.
This is high quality logo.
H2O.
That was a high quality logo. And H2O.
Yeah.
That's all.
I love the container.
So how do we say this again? Make sure we say. How do we say this? Aqua 2?
Aqua 2.
Aqua 2, right here on the bro code. Aqua 2. Alkaline water.
Very good.
We need a sponsorship on the bro code. Right here.
Good seller, man.
It's good stuff right here, too. Actually tastes good, too, man. Yeah. Packaging is dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You'd almost assume that it wasn't water.
Right.
Yeah. Just based on how it's packaged.
When people see it, they think it's in Walmart.
Right.
And it should be.
And it should be.
It should be,
right.
To be honest. And that's the goal for, everybody we got in here. Either get your own storefront or get your stuff in Walmart, Target, whatever. But we got a good team, man. The team is dedicated. They call me Pops, so that should tell y'all the relationship. I had to get on them a lot, but you know what I'm saying. They doing good, man. It's a family, and I love that because we got a lot more to do here. So
as bros, we can dig that, man. We always use analogies. Let me put another one out there, man. A fist, not a finger. Now I got that from El Shabazz, right? That was anyway. The point is collective economics. What you just spoke about is collective efforts. We're stronger together, right? A team is willing to put down egos to understand strengths, to collectively come together for the betterment of the team.
Right.
And it takes a pops to be able to recognize that. And bring that together.
Right.
So that's really dope. We can really appreciate that, man. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Bro Code Show. This show is sponsored by Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Make sure to visit your local Papa Murphy's Pizza retail store near you and load up on fresh, made-to-order, gluten-free take and bake pizzas, desserts, and salads. Now make sure to use that mobile app for faster and to earn additional savings. So if you're just checking into the Bro Code Show, we're chopping it up with Mr. Black Dollar Corp CEO Johnny Hackett Jr., and we're live right here at the Black Friday Market. Now, we talked about a lot, Johnny, but, I like to keep it light, so I got one more for you, man. I laugh, right? So we've seen pictures online. We've seen pictures on the website. We were joking before the show that one thing that we really appreciate about you is that you don't have a problem being you.
Oh, yeah.
In its fullness. Slides on, hat back, double cup, right?
Facts.
I appreciate that, man. Right? Nobody could beat you at being you.
Hey.
Right? Come on.
J. Cole and them say the best.
That's it. So I'm wondering, man, in all of these pictures, oftentimes I see that cup in your hand. So we got to know, man, in most cases, what's in the cup?
It's mostly coffee.
Okay.
But if it ain't coffee, all I drink is Hennessy. I drink Hennessy.
Okay.
Hennessy, regular Hennessy, Black. If somebody coming from overseas, the Hennessy White, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can meet my man in Walmart, trunk, get me the
Can't
bottle
tell
of
them all your
Hennessy
secrets
White.
now.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know the name. They don't know the name. I will never say the name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my drink, man, Hennessy. When I go to the bars around here and you know, we talk about that authenticity, man. I mean, everybody drinks, right? I'm surrounded by bars. So I think that's okay. And when I go into Merchant or Big Easy or different things like that, man, they already ready for me.
They already know.
Yeah, man. So when y'all see me and we doing an event, man, or we out there and we relaxing, man, I'm chilling in all this beautiful blackness. As far as people and they business owners, man, and we vibing and we having a good time. Ain't nobody hurting nobody, but I got my cup.
Are you mixing it? Drink it straight? Or you mixing it?
Coke or apple juice.
I like that.
Coke or apple juice.
Ice cubes?
Once again, yes.
Yeah,
but once
gotta
again,
chill it,
that South Carolina, man, that apple juice.
That apple juice, right? That one hits a little
It's
different.
hereditary. It's hereditary.
We in downtown.
Now, you ever tried the Crown Apple with apple juice?
Man,
With apple juice?
but not with apple juice.
Crown Apple with apple juice? Try that. Try that, man.
It hits a little
You ain't even gonna know what's going on. Just say nothing. What is
Kool-Aid,
it?
right? It's about the third cup,
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, Kurt, what you got, man?
Listen, so we talked about a lot, but I do want to know, because he just talked about being real.
Yeah.
And sometimes on your way up, because you're a CEO at this point,
Yeah.
people lose it. They lose that natural, authentic part of
yeah.
themselves. How are you able to keep
Stay
that
grounded,
and still get in those and still go in those rooms and just be Johnny?
Yeah, man, it's probably just the corporate experience that I've had, man, and the mentors around me. And you know, I'm blessed to have a mind, to be intelligent to a certain degree. And I can speak very well, and I'm good at my work. And that was something that I learned in corporate where it didn't always work out the best for me. You know, you didn't know what Johnny you was going to get in terms of the dress when I come in there. You know what I'm saying? And they felt like I was too lower level with the people. But again, they knew my work was good. And that's where that PI formula, y'all heard of PI formula?
No, I have.
Yeah. Performance, image, exposure.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's me learning about that in corporate and then trying to figure, you know, we've been told our whole life, man, go to school, get good grades. Well, damn, Mom, I'm just realizing as I get old, that's performance. They said performance ain't but 10% of the equation. Image is 30.
Yep.
So I'm in corporate in this environment, and because I'm always myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's rough because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, and y'all probably know this. But when you in that type of environment in corporate, and you're a black man, if you have the same intelligence as your counterparts, you're gonna be even more of a threat. Why? Because they can't match your personality. So if you got the same intelligence and y'all equal, I can tell you right now, you're probably cooler.
Natural dope. It's natural dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like you probably, yeah. So it's causing problems. You know what I'm saying? If you don't code switch,
That's
if you
right.
don't.
That's right.
So one of my favorite books, and I love what you're talking about, is 48 Laws of Power.
Yes.
Chapter 1 is never outshine the master.
Yes.
Right, so he's Robert Greene, man. If you
Yes.
first of all, shout out to Robert Greene. If you're not reading
Yes.
his books, he gives a lot of free game away. 50 Cent talks about it,
Yep.
but it's
Yep.
understanding, reading the room,
Right.
That's
right.
right.
and
Yep.
knowing who's, because
Yeah. And see, early on in my career in corporate, I didn't know that. I wasn't privy to that book, right? So I'm in there speaking or whatever, doing whatever I'm thinking is, but you know, like I say, every time I speak, home run, home run, home run. Who is this
Yeah.
cat on the side? I don't even see him. I don't even see him over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? But I didn't care, man. I'm not gonna lie. I developed something where I didn't care because I was smart enough to know the process to get rid of me too. I've never been fired. I've always walked away, right? So I knew there's only but so much you can do. But at the end of the day, my work speaks. So people, my peers, gonna want to work with me, and so that just made it more of a, I guess, a one. I'm not gonna lie. I loved going in the office like this just to throw people off. I don't even know that I like tattoos, but I got them because I wanted them to view me a certain way so that they would view my cousin or my nephew a different way when they come along. Like, yo, okay, that brother got tattooed, but he was intelligent and everything he did. Okay, maybe I don't need to be fearful of somebody with a a spider web on their elbow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, man, I'm gonna always be me, man.
I can dig that, man. Nobody can beat you at that. This show is sponsored by Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Make sure to visit your local Papa Murphy's Pizza retail store near you and load up on fresh, made-to-order, gluten-free take and bake pizzas, desserts, and salads. Now make sure to use that mobile app for faster and to earn additional savings. What's going on, good people? If you're just checking in with the Bro Code Show, we're chopping it up with Black Dollar Corp CEO himself, Mr. Johnny Hackett Jr., and we're live at the Black Friday market. So, Johnny, we chopped it up about a lot. Good, bad, different, right, wrong, accountability, responsibility, some things we got going on the next day.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard that pictures are worth 1,000 words, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, we did a little research, dog. We went on Instagram, went on Facebook, and found a few pictures. Now, honestly, Johnny, you shared these pictures with the world, bro. So it's not like it's a surprise.
Right.
However, man, I thought that they were really interesting. And I wanted to get your perspective, man. Like, you can put anything on social media. So we've got about 4 pictures. We want you to run through them, man, and tell us why you shared them and why was it important to you. So we're going to start with number 1, man. What's your thoughts?
So that's like I said, that's the Black Friday, first Friday's live band in the store. That's Mood Swing. That's the lead singer Jay right there. Official Smoke, 3 E's on Instagram. But yeah, man, right where we at right now. With first Fridays every month, we bring a live band in here while people shopping, pass out wine, champagne, let them drink, let them, watch the performance going on, and they spend money and they support these business owners. So I had to share that one to show people what it looked like in here, man, what it can look like. So
So shopping experience with music, live.
Exactly, man, exactly. We like to do a lot of events here. If we do things here, it brings people here to support these business owners. This store is no commission. We don't take a dime off the sales. All the sales go back to business owners. So the more events we can do to bring people through here, it's gonna be more money for these business owners in the store.
Man, so you do this every first Friday.
Every first Friday.
Right
every first Friday.
Whenever,
I guess next Friday. I guess it would be next Friday.
Yeah,
next Friday, right here, Black Friday market. Mood Swing gonna be in the building.
Okay, that's
performing live. Yes, sir.
What you think about
6 to 8?
What you think about picture 2?
Number 2, so we did talk about that earlier, man. That's my Nipsey. Shout out to Kendall Owens. I'm gonna give you a whole government. That's the artist, Kendall Owens. On Instagram, creativity, spell it with a K, end it with 3 Y's. But she's a dope artist, man. One of those young entrepreneurs, man. Big unk. Yeah. But she's, I bought so much art from her. And this Nipsey one was important because Nipsey was somebody, Nipsey's impact, for me, it was Tupac. Yeah. I remember that. I ain't gonna go into that, but I remember it like it was yesterday. When Nipsey died, I was hurt as well, but I didn't realize the impact till my nephew called me crying. He's younger than me. He's 21 right now. I'm 38. So he called me, and that's when I really realized Nipsey impact. And I seen this. Kendall did it. I bought it. I kept it with me for a while. I had it, at the house for a while. And then I had been talking to a lot of artists about, I had listened to a Jay-Z podcast where he was talking about artwork and artists not getting they due from past works. And so I had been talking to a lot of artists about, all right, well, if I buy a painting from you for this much, but then I sell it, then I need to be giving you some proceeds type thing because this is your work, right? Resale value. They got the NFT thing coming out. I said, it's a simple contract, whatever. Like, you sell a piece of artwork, they resell it, you need to get 10% something. You know what I'm saying? So I had took her painting to a 40 under 40 photo shoot, ended up bringing it back here. And I said I was gonna sell it, man. Everybody came in the store, man, every day for about 3 weeks asking about that painting. And then this one lady, she's in this picture, man. She asked about it. I told her what the price was. She said, okay, at the front, and then she left. And then she finished shopping or whatever. She comes 30 minutes later, comes back to the front desk, and she got her stuff that she had bought or whatever, and I was actually checking her out. I'm checking her out, and then I'm like, all right, your total is $47.87. And she said, oh, no, my painting too. I want that. I said, you wasn't playing. I was like, you wasn't playing no games. Okay, I told you the number. You said, all right. So that one, we sold that one. Her whole family is with her in this picture, man. They was happy. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. So I get Kendall to do me another one.
I was gonna say that. Man. I wonder, man. 'Cause I like it too. It's a little different, bro. Indeed. What's your thoughts on picture number 3, man?
Picture number 3, that's the squad, man. That's another version of the squad. You know, you see my brother Campbell right there. In the back, he with my brother Theo right there, my brother Frank. Shout out Widow Sunrise number 4, man. You already know, man. So 427 South Blunt Street. But that was at our Harlem Nights casino night party, the second one that we've done. That was the second one. We're doing a third one November 27th, I think. Whatever the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And yeah, man, that was a good time, man. Everybody come, they fly, they decked out, they dressing like Harlem Nights characters. We got the waitresses running around, the casino games, the casino night companies come in, the real casino companies, they come in, do their thing. And we had a great night that night. I'm in the jeans in the hoodie, because that's just me. I don't dress up no more. I can see you judging me, Campbell. I'm looking at him right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't be dressing up, man. I was in the back the whole time. They pulled me out for this photo, but
So that's gonna happen next month.
Yes, next month. What day is it, Campbell? What day is it? I can't. It's either the 27th or the 28th. It's that Saturday right after Thanksgiving. So yeah. Tickets are on sale right now. It's at the Masonic Lodge, 427 South Blunt Street. November 27th from 8:30 to about 2 a.m. Tickets online now at blackfriday.market. You can buy your tickets. I think they $50 for regular, $75 for VIP. The VIP, we do if you know the movie Harlem Nights, Ray had a candy shop. Mm-hmm. So we do the candy desserts. The VIP get you the food and all the candy and the sweets and the strawberries and the chocolate, all that stuff, man. So
we got somewhere to go
it's
right
good,
after.
Man, it's good. You gotta be dabbing there though.
Yes,
you know?
Sir.
Don't do like me. Don't do like me. Yeah.
I don't mind pulling out 3 pieces. Indeed, brother. Indeed.
But yeah, this is a good one.
You feel better, brother. So what about number 4, man? Tell me about that one.
Number 4. So that's the weekend. That's the one. That's the flyer for the for Black Friday weekend festival.
When's that happening?
That is the weekend of Thanksgiving. So the day after Thanksgiving on Friday, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and then Sunday. You can't name a store Black Friday and not do it big on Black Friday. So our intentions last year were to open on Black Friday, but we just couldn't get in that soon. So finally, once we got in on December 15th, it was cool, but we still kept the name, and we said, all right, next Black Friday, y'all already know what time it is. So I mean, you just can't. You got to do it big on that day. So we got the street blockages out here in front of the store, blocking Hackett and Fayetteville streets. And we're going to have Santa. We're going to have an ice skating rink. We're going to have an ugly sweater contest, a stage, live music. If you want to do karaoke, it's Christmas karaoke. That's what they're calling it. They're going to have, I think, a petting zoo with the dogs and the antlers and the red noses on the dogs for the kids. It's the Raleigh's Christmas parade is the weekend before. Yeah. So we feel like it's going to be a good play the weekend right after to just really do it big as far as a holiday theme. Block the street, let some business owners go out there and make some sales. The store we opening up early at 8 o'clock that morning for Black Friday. That's how they do. So we're going to have some doorbusters, some deals, giving away some free stuff. I think Craig and Day Day coming through the security spot. Top flight security going to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because we expect it to be crazy that day. So you might see some people walking around in some costumes. They might look familiar when you see them walking around the streets. But it's going to be a good weekend, man. Real good weekend, 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
what's up?
Y'all come through, man. Y'all chilling with the family after y'all eat that good Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. And then y'all see whatever football game is going on that day, that very next day, man, y'all come down, kick it with us. Go ahead and get your holiday shopping done early.
Right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So
yes, sir.
Blocking off Hackett Street in Raleigh, North Carolina, and what else?
Yes, Fayetteville. Yep, Hackett and Fayetteville, little T-shape. So, like I said, every corner of that, whether it's Santa or the petting zoo, the ice skating rink, you're going to have something to do out there. So.
Well, Johnny, we've asked you a ton of questions, man. We want to turn this around in a segment we like to call Flip the Script.
Yes.
Where, You could ask us anything from PB&J to, how we spend our money. What question is on your mind that you want to ask the bro?
I've thought of this, man. You sent me the questions in advance, and it was crazy because I just had this conversation with my mentor. We have this running argument, or not, I shouldn't say argument because he's my mentor. And shout out James Love. But for, since 2011, a couple years older than me, but a man that I respect, African American, and that led me in corporate, trying to steer me the right way and help guide me some things. But we have this running argument, and I would love for each one of you brothers to weigh, you too. I would love for y'all to weigh in. So, and it's deep too. Okay. It ain't even no funny stuff. I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna mess you up. Yeah, I'm gonna mess you up. Because we talk about this now, and it gives you insight into what be going on in my mind. We have this running argument, right? Because I tell him that the youth, and a lot of us believe that the youth are the future, like we talked about earlier. They're gonna carry the mantle on the things that we lay down right now. Mm-hmm. Now, I came from a single parent home, my mom. He comes from 2-parent household. I'm a single man with no kids. He's a family man, married with 2 daughters, 2 beautiful daughters. Mm-hmm. This is our argument. The fate of youth and young people, whether it lies in the schools or in the family. My argument, or my side of it, is that, my mom had to work all these jobs. She didn't have but limited truck driver knowledge. Mm-hmm. I went to school every day. So I blame the schools need to make sure that they prepare youngins, young adults, for life. And then he says, well, nah, it's the family. Because he has a different perspective, right? He says the school's gonna do the bare minimum. That's what he tell me. I'm mad at that. I don't like that because that's where I have to go and spend, going back to my own upbringing, I have to go there. The taxpayers pay for it. Yeah. Some kids, that's their meal for the day.
I just saw it.
So I have to go there. Why are they not doing a better job preparing me? Why didn't I know what I wanted to do in life until much, much later? Many mistakes, much money wasted. Anyway, that's our over damn near 10-year debate between me and him is what's more important, schools or family life? And so I throw that question to each one of you. I just want to know y'all's off the top. You might change your mind later, but just off the top right now, what you believe.
You want to go this way?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna say the village. I'm gonna say both.
I knew he was going to.
Yeah, I gotta cheat. No, but seriously, Johnny, I'm gonna go with the education piece for a minute. Yeah, like, it's serious, man. You can't just, and every kid's different. Yeah. So you got to adjust the way we educate. Now, it can't be just like this is what we all do. Because I'm working with kids, and I see some kids that are getting left behind simply because they're different. It's not because they don't have talent. Especially the young black people, people of color, they're gonna vibe differently. You gotta connect with them different. But overall, I mean, obviously the family's important too. But I came from single mom too, so like I get that. And so it's the village, man. We need more of everything together, and I think that's probably my answer.
I like it.
I'm gonna cheat since he cheated.
You can't cheat. I'm gonna make you choose.
Knew I was gonna cheat.
They took the cheats. Y'all only had 2 cheats, so y'all 2 gotta say the real.
I'm gonna take a different thing. I'm gonna say the school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning, for me, 2-parent household, but I spent most of my time in school, and school's gonna have to change. We're already seeing that with COVID, distance learning, the fact that kids are now learning behind a screen more than they're learning in front of the teacher in a classroom experience. So that whole way of learning, we're just on the cusp of what that's going to be. Yeah. And so because of the fact they're working behind the screen, parents may not be able to keep up with how this stuff is being taught anymore.
Listen, man, my world's best mom. Y'all already know. Yeah. I ain't talking, but my mom didn't know.
Exactly.
My mom don't know that you know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey man, you better go get good grades. That's all I got. I will ground you from a payphone. That was.
So it's gonna come from that those learnings. It's
Yeah,
going to
man.
come from, I had to Google this to figure this out. I had to go on YouTube to figure this out. I had to make mistakes to figure this out. And the school will be there as a backbone, but I truly think it's going to be that school of hard knocks and how people are going to learn in this day and age.
We said a couple of words in this conversation. One of them, responsibility, but another one that I hold near and dear to my heart and that has been resonating with me, especially these last couple of weeks, is the word accountability.
Yeah.
I was reared by 2 grandparents and a single mom. Grandfather lived to be 101. What I saw him do every day played a huge influence on my life, even through the stupid of school. However, therefore, and consequently, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is what? Insanity. So if COVID has taught us nothing else, that we have to add creativity in what we do. There was a gap in education prior to COVID. So if nothing else, this should put us in a space of saying, hey, let's try different and new things, because obviously there's the different definition of normal now. So to your question, I think it starts at home, but education is gonna have to take the opportunity to step back and look at this from a different lens. Because going back to quote unquote normal is only going to take those that were already behind even further. A lot of them have even lost the taste. You know, and lost the thrill of education.
Right. Well, he shouldn't be using a textbook that your name in at the top. You know how you had to write your name and your year.
He's too old.
He shouldn't. Is that? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all are doing, and I understand my mentor's point that they are going to do the bare minimum, that they are going to just, here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or keep it, not talk about Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but
they're trying not
that's
to. They're
where
trying to take all of that.
And my only stance on it is that's where we have to go. So if they don't want to change it, we got to make them change it somehow. But everybody don't have the luxury of parents that are knowledgeable on things, or 2 parents. How do you think people, other folks, non-African Americans, how do you think they know about maybe investments or stocks? Because it's talked about at a very young age in the household. Once again, love my mom to death. She was a truck dispatcher.
Don't know what you're gonna know, man.
So she might not get that knowledge, but the people we pay, that come out her check to help pay for the education system, they should be teaching those things.
And that's where I was coming from. YouTube is probably teaching our kids more than anybody.
Probably. But I had to ask that.
It sounds like a sense of empowerment, though, right? There has to be a sense of accountability on your own to want to research. Based on what you just said, I can speak into the air, and something gives me information. So shame on me for not getting it. Shame on me for not taking the effort to say, yo, I do have these platforms that I can learn more. We wouldn't be here unless we took the time to research, to ask questions, to get with people. And I believe that we're in a space now, especially with Alexa, Siri, and Google Home, and all of these other platforms, that there's nothing that's taboo. You don't have to be in the dark. You could truly be in the know. So I think there has to be a healthy sense of accountability on the learner as well as the educator. So
I'm with that.
Man. We got
y'all
to.
Gave us my next meeting. Y'all gave me something to talk about.
Boom, there it is, right here on the Bro Coach Show.
I'm gonna just send them this. Like, look.
I can dig it. Great question, man. Did you have another one?
Nah, that was the main one. I need that ammunition.
If I had to choose one, I probably would have gone to school.
He came back now. You with me then. You on my side. Like I say, you on my side.
Johnny, we talked about a lot, bro. I mean, I've had a good time, man. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. This is
would you do
awesome,
this again?
man. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm curious, man. We're at our segment now called Calling Them Out.
Call them out.
And calling them out, man, is your opportunity to call out right now on this show. Call them. Not Tyrone either. But nonetheless, who would appreciate this experience, man? Call them out right now because we want them on the Bro Code.
I'll tell you, like, I talked about one guy earlier, one brother, Danya Perry with Raleigh Chamber of Commerce. This guy is a good brother, man. Y'all need to get him on here. And then you got to get Jason Johnson, CEO, founder of Hub Kitchens. Y'all know who Jason Johnson is?
Nah, but Jason?
Not yet. We're gonna find
Bro
out.
Coach Show. I'm a Johnson too.
Yeah.
It's a family affair.
Jason, man, Jason Johnson's company just partnered with, they just opened the first ghost kitchen in an international airport at RDU. All right, so we could be taking a flight right now, and we could get on our phones on the way to the airport, order food. When we get to the airport, it's gonna be in the locker for us, warm locker, ready to go.
That's
Ain't
why it's
no
called
line.
Ghost Kitchen.
Ghost
Okay,
Kitchen.
that makes
So
sense.
first one across the United States.
In the
In the United States at RDU right now.
So right here in the Raleigh
Right now,
area.
in the
RTP
Raleigh area, Jason Johnson,
Okay.
Hub Kitchens. If you're a food entrepreneur out there, you need to contact Jason Johnson. He's got all the contacts in the food industry that can make sure you up to code or paperwork or whatever, packaging, branding, ingredients. He helps food trucks with commissary space.
Yeah.
You know, this brother hooks them up with refrigerators, so they got a place to. Jason, y'all need to holler at Jason Johnson.
So you heard it right here
Y'all
on the
need to
Bro
holler at
Coach
Jason
Show.
Johnson.
Jason Johnson, Danye Perry.
Yes, sir.
We coming right here for
Yes,
the
sir.
Bro Code Show, man.
Yep.
Hey, well, Johnny, we talked about a lot, man. Before we go, though, what can we expect next from the Black Dollar Corp and the Black Friday market?
Yeah, so just growth and expansion, man. Like I said, we want to establish a legacy for the business owners we work with, but also the folks who are a part of our company, helping it to grow. People call Black Friday market Black Walmart, so you need to listen, because these will be in every city, in every state. You know, when you want to find the local products, when you travel in the United States, and you want to find local products, when you in that state, you need to find your local Black Friday market. Because when you come here, you see Raleigh. You got business owners from everywhere, but a majority is from Raleigh, right? So if we go to Durham, you're gonna see the majority of products from the Durham business owners. We go to California, or Florida, or South Carolina, wherever, right? So, we want these everywhere, and we want the directory to continue to grow. It's for North Carolina Black-owned businesses right now, but when we first launched, we were gonna launch United States wide. We decided to just stick with North Carolina because that's a hard task. Listing all Black-owned businesses, you need boots on the ground in that area. So, and you need to build a brand. So we decided to stick with North Carolina, but there are plans for everywhere. We get a lot of signups from other states. We got, man, I'm sorry, man. Can't put you in right now, man. But just be patient. Right. Just be patient, right? So, just growth and expansion, man. And like I said, we want to keep kicking in doors for other African-American business owners, small business owners, minority-owned business owners. We're going to keep doing it. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dope, man. Well, you have it, man, right here on the Bro Code Show, live from the Black Friday market. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Hackett Jr. Make sure to check us out on YouTube, YM4C Space TV. This conversation will come out on the 21st of November. Also, go to our YouTube and to check out all upcoming conversations, and check us out on Instagram at Bro Code Show. So love y'all like cook food. Johnny, man, thanks again for the hospitality, man.
Yeah.
Letting us come through the Black Friday market and chop it up. Now, we always leave you guys with a little bit of positivity. Tonight's no different. This one comes from the Queen, Oprah. Queen Oprah said, don't worry about being successful, but worry more about towards being significant. Like success, it'll just follow. It's your boy, Bro Troy, a.k.a. Mr. YM4C, but better known as Coach TJ, and we are the Bro Code.
Damn, I'm gonna give him a paper cut.
That was for you, Jay. We're gonna sign that. We're gonna
Yeah, I
take
did.
that.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that was good, man.
Gosh.
That was good, man. Thank you. And you